Welcome back everyone. In this video, I will discuss how to update the data in Appwrite using Flutter GetX. In the last video, I have discussed how to get the data from Appwrite. And if you remember in the home view in onEmpty, this means if the employee data is not found, then here I have displayed the message no post found. Actually, it will be no employee found. Okay. Now let me move to the update portion. To do the updation, first of all, in Appwrite provider, here I have created a method named as update employee. And in this update employee, I am calling the update document method. This means if you want to update the data in Appwrite, then we need to call this update document method, which will take database ID, collection ID and document ID. And from where I will get the document ID? The document ID will be stored in the map, having the key as document ID. And in data, whatever data you want to update, that we need to pass. Here I have passed name, department, created by an image. Now let me move to repository, auth repository. Here I have created this update employee method, which in turn is calling the update employee method, which I have created inside the Appwrite provider. Now let me move to home view. In home view, here you can see this icon button, which is for edit. Let me show you the output. This one, edit. Whenever edit will be clicked, at that time this move to edit employee method will be called, and to this move to edit employee, here I am passing state of index. Now state contains list of employee, and if I am passing state of index, that means it will contain the details of a single employee. Now let me move to home controller. And in home controller, here I have created this move to edit employee method, which is taking the employee. And here I am calling get.toNamed roots.create employee, and in argument I am passing this employee. Now if you remember, to save the employee details, at that time also I have used this create employee. Here you can see move to create employee. This was called while saving the employee details or while adding the employee details. At that time also I have called roots.create employee. This means for addition and for editing or updation, I am using the same view. The difference is that while adding, I am not passing any employee details, but while editing, I am passing the details of the employee which I need to update. Fine. Now let me move to create employee controller. In create employee controller, here I have created some variables. First one is edit. I have initialized it with false, and I have made it reactive with the help of .obs. After that, image URL, which is also reactive and initialized with blank value, and I have created a variable employee which will be initialized later on. Now in the onReady method, here I am checking if get.argument is not equals to null. This means this will only work if I am editing. So whenever I am editing, this portion will execute, and this employee will contain get.arguments. After that, is edit.value, here I am making it as true, and here I am passing name editing controller.text equals to employee.name, means whatever name is there, that will be set as a text of name editing controller text. Similarly, department will be set for department editing controller. And in image URL, here you can see, here I have passed employee.image, means the image URL will contain the image of the employee. Let me show you. If I click on this edit, then you can see in name Sachin is coming, in department sports is coming, and in image the image of the player. This means Sachin has been displayed. Fine. Now here in model employee model.dart, here I have done one more thing. To get the document ID, here I have created this variable document ID, and in from map I am using document equals to map of $ID, because this $ID will contain the document ID. Similarly, in to map also, here I have passed document ID. Fine. Now let me move to home view once again. No, let me move to create employee view. This is the same view which I have used to create the employee details, but here I have made some changes in this particular portion, because here if you can see the output, that whenever I am editing, at that time I need to display the image of the particular employee. Fine. And to do that, here I have made some changes. First of all, I am checking not of controller.isEdit.value. This means this portion will execute for add operation, and for else portion here I am checking controller.imagePath.value. If it is not equals to blank, this means the user has not selected the image. Then in cache network image I am displaying the image of the employee, but if the user is selecting the image, at that time in the circle avatar I will display the selected image. Now let me move to the create employee button. This is the create employee button where I have called validate and save method. Earlier we used to pass name and department, but this time I am passing isEdit as well, and it is taking the value from controller.isEdit.value. Now let me move to create employee controller. Here you can see that validate and save method, it is taking a required parameter isEdit. Now here I have checked if not isEdit. This means it will work only for the add operation. Let me move to else. Add operation I have already discussed. Now in the else portion, this is for update. Here I am checking if image path.is not empty. This means the user has selected a new image. Then I will display the loader. Then in the auth repository I am calling the upload employee image method to upload the employee image. If everything is fine, then the image will be uploaded, and I need to delete the previous employee image. And to do that, here I have called delete employee image method where I am passing employee.image, which contains the previous employee image ID. After that I am calling the update employee method where I am passing name, department created by image, and in the image I am passing the new uploaded file ID, and in document ID I am passing employee.document ID. Okay, and if everything is fine, then it will display the message employee updated, and we will move to the home screen. And if anything goes wrong, then this catch error will execute and it will delete the employee image. This means the employee image has been uploaded, but the employee details has not been updated. Then we need to delete the image which has been uploaded, and to do that, here I have called this method and I am passing uploaded file ID, which is nothing but the ID of the uploaded image or uploaded file. Fine. And this catch error is executing. There is nothing to discuss. So this if portion is executing if the user has selected the image, but there may be another scenario when the user has not selected the image. This means the user don't want to update the image. The user wants to keep the previous image. At that time, its else portion will execute. This one where I have written user has not selected the image. Then I will simply call the update employee method and I will pass name, department created by, and in image I will use the previous image ID, and in document ID I am passing this. If everything is fine, then we will get the message employee updated and we will move to the home screen, and if any error occurs, then this portion will execute. Nothing to discuss here. These things I have already discussed. Okay, now let me run up to this. Okay, now let me edit and let me change its name to Sachin Tendulkar, and let me click on this success employee updated, and you can see the name has been updated. Let me show you the database as well. You can see the image has been updated, sorry, the name has been updated. Now suppose the user is updating the image, then let me click on edit, click here, and let me choose this image. Now click on create employee. Then you can see the employee image has been updated, and in storage you can see the image has been updated here as well. Let me select the previous image once again, create employee. Okay, fine. Now if I go to storage, then you can see again the previous image is there. Fine. This is how we can update the data in Appwrite using Flutter GetX. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching.